All right, all right. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Troxel Sports Talk back at it with another one. We got the Michigan State Spartans at Maryland Terapins. What is going on? What's going on, LSU Tigers? MonStar Sports and Entertainment. He is a member of the Sports Movement Network Entertainment Division. What's going on, Kerm? How's everybody doing? Man, shout out to Virginia. They're about to pull an upset on Duke. It is 49 to 48. This is crazy. I appreciate that, LSU Tigers. Man, we just here in the Sports Movement Network and Sports Movement Network Entertainment, we just try our very best. Hey, I feel you on that one, Kerm. I appreciate that. I try. Uh, that's all we can really do as a individual. You know, is try to make somebody else's day. What do you mean, Arku? Hey, that was a tough loss yesterday, man. I felt bad for you on with the with the Oklahoma City Thunder. That was a tough loss. Oh wow, that's crazy. A minute 30 ad. Yeah, if you guys don't want to see ads, YouTube provides a service. I forgot how much it is. When the Gridiron Blitz comes in, um, he has it's called YouTube Premium, and with YouTube Premium is it actually cuts out the ads, so you'll never see an ad. So in this Duke versus Virginia game, it is 49-48, second half, a minute and 2 seconds left. Virginia is with a 1 point advantage, looking for an upset over number 7 Duke. I'm going to play 2K all night, boy. Hey, that's what's up. I definitely love NBA 2K. And usually I always do a fantasy draft uh, to start like a career mode. But I'm always the Detroit Pistons. What's going on, the Gridiron Blitz? Oh, that's going to be a goaltending. I'm sorry, guys. I'm watching this Duke Virginia game. And Virginia, what do you call it? Just got a goaltending call. So gave Duke the 1 point advantage. Oh, I know, that's crazy. But real talk though, Duke got a squad. Um, I don't know how far they'll make it in the dance, but you know they got a nice little squad. Coach K's been doing his thing. Gook's Tiger says RC. How you doing, RC? The Detroit Red Wings versus Ottawa Senators. Hey, West Branch Ball, you know I'm doing this game for you, brother. Because you've been on me all year long. Since, what was that? Since September? And, he was like, you got to do a Spartans basketball game. You got to do a Spartans basketball game. So, this one's for you, brother. Oh, absolutely, AT. Go blue. Let's go blue till the end. Oh, okay. I get it now, RC. I appreciate that. Learn something new. Oh no, I got here in Metro Detroit, it's called Wow Cable. And best believe it has you sitting like, wow. Like, I messed up. I definitely miss PlayStation View. PlayStation, if you're listening, please come back. What's going on, Art? Wow. Duke has 50 points. Virginia has 49. There's 58.8 seconds left. Virginia's with the basketball. Oh, Virginia took the lead. Got a turnaround jumper. Oh, wow, it's a jump ball. Wow, and Virginia with the basketball with 15.8 and a 1 point advantage. We got an upset alert, you guys. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want me to play the audio of this. Cause this is crazy. I mean, it's only the last 15 seconds. I think they did West Branch ball. Virginia got to inbound it. Oh, they had to call a timeout. There's 15.8 seconds left. May as well. Okay.
Will this be another Virginia W coming down the wire? We just posted 5 wins in a row.
I'll tell you this: if Virginia picks up this upset, then they got to get ranked. They just popped to number 17. Like, come on, they got to get ranked. Even though that they're 20-7, they're 12-5 in their conference. Duke is 23-5 and 13-4 in their
They've become
conference.
a much better team. But boy, a win over Duke at home, that would be something special. Absolutely. As they are 98-2 under Tony Bennett when they have held opponents under 50 and they're undefeated
this season, well,
hey, they might be a Cinderella story. If they can make March Madness, they could be a Cinderella story. I mean, they just popped Duke. As long as they can inbound this play and make their free throws in the last 15.8 seconds.
63 all year against BC. Got to get the ball to Clark. You got to find Clark with the basketball.
The quick foul.
All right, they got the quick foul.
As Cassius Stanley fouls Braxton Key, who only shoots 59%.
Smart right there. Really understanding the scouting report. And here, Virginia, really got to get that ball to Clark in that case. 86% free throw shooter. Pressure on now for Key. Former Crimson Tide. He's played really well in this game, too. But this is big right here.
That's team foul number 9, so this is the final 1-1 for Virginia.
Scenario here, he makes both. He had a 3-point game.
Can't connect. About that. Here comes Duke. He's got a timeout left.
Stanley smart right there in that foul. Oh,
got him. Oh, got the block. Oh, my God.
Huff with the block shot.
He did it again.
Puff missed the Huff. Oh, Huff and Puff missed the Puff. Missed the Huff. He's been a star. Look at these Virginia fans. They're smelling the W.
This is his 10th block of the night.
Oh, there's Terry. I thought he had himself a layup. But Huff says, no. Look at the emotion. Look at the feeling. Oh, these kids play their hearts out. Both teams playing their hearts out. This is ACC basketball competition. Compete. He's got 10. Ralph holds the record with 12 block shots.
Now Vernon Carey had to give the quick foul. That's his 5th. So not only is Duke down by a point with 3.7 seconds to go, if they were to somehow force overtime, they're without Vernon Carey.
That's been his problem, though, really fouling a great deal. He's taken and reduced the number of minutes. His statistics per minute are unreal.
Off only a 51% free throw shooter.
Wow, Duke's got a chance. You can do a lot there with 3.7 on that clock.
They also have a timeout.
You can do a great deal of running that ball up the court. This baby's not over yet if you're a Virginia fan.
Off makes the second. Mike Krzyzewski wants to call his final timeout and draw something up with 3.7 seconds to go. And Virginia on top by 2. Bob Wischusen and Dick Vitale. We're having some fun here in Charlottesville. Allison Williams having some fun back in the studio.
Hey there. I just want to let people know they are underway in College Park between Michigan State and Maryland. That game is currently airing on ESPN News and will move over to ESPN once we get a final between Duke and Virginia. Bob?
Okay, so Michigan State will be resuming right after
that Big Ten clash that could determine
right after
the outcome of the
Duke
Big Ten title. We've got a
game
game here that goes a long way towards determining the ACC regular season championship.
Well, I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen here.
But I can't believe it is 50-52 with 3.7 seconds left.
Get a quality shot.
Duke with the basketball, so they called the timeout. They're going to advance it.
Well, I think they want to get
Oh no, they're not going to advance it.
He's their star.
Right in front of
so
us.
they got to go the length of the court.
Throw it in with 3.7 seconds to go.
You don't want to foul if you're Virginia. You don't want to foul.
Delorier off balance, gets it to Jones.
Jones
Jones at the buzzer.
Off the side.
Wow, upset victory by Virginia.
Wow. Right down the wire. Incredible.
That is crazy.
We called it a sonic blockbuster, and it certainly lived up to that billing. Virginia wins it by 2 for Dick Vitale and our entire crew. I'm Bob Wischusen. Maryland, Michigan State, Dan Schulman and Jay Billis. Dan, take it away.
All right.
All right, Bob, thank you very much.
Maryland with the jumper. That's their first.
What a start for the Spartans. Got out to a 9-0 lead before the Terps just finally got on the board. For those just joining us, Jay, what has Michigan State done so well?
All right, Michigan State with basketball.
With fantastic defense, and that got their running game going. They were able to get out in transition. Malik Hall, the freshman, got a couple of big buckets.
Maryland basketball.
And when you're on the road, especially playing a team in Maryland that is playing for at least a share of the Big Ten title if they win this game, getting off to a great start is really important. And Michigan State has gotten off to a great start.
And fresh in the minds of the Spartans, of course, is the loss that they suffered at the hands of the Terps a couple of weeks ago in East Lansing.
A
game in which they led by 7 with 3.5 to go.
He was a good basketball
Maryland closed
player.
the game at a 14-0 run. The Terps, as you can see, a 2-game lead
drained all
over a
of,
trio
Stanley
of teams,
Johnson's,
including Michigan
confidence.
State. And as Jay mentioned, if Maryland wins this game,
Michigan State
they
with the
clinch at least a
basketball.
share of the Big Ten championship.
Good pass fake by Hall.
Shot
He
it
is
at the elbow
having
and got
a
it.
great game to start off. Yeah, he's only had
That
one
was all for
double-figure
Michigan
game this
State.
year. That was against Seton Hall, where he scored 17 points in the second half at Seton Hall to really stake Michigan State to a fantastic win on their
Remind me
resume.
of Henry Ellenson.
Anthony
going on,
Cowan Jr.,
Maddie?
who was the leader of the pack in that
Maddie
comeback in
Maria's,
East Lansing. He scored
MonStar's
11 of those final
daughter.
14 points for Maryland. Kicks it in the corner. Dante Scott misses the three. And another rebound for Xavier
Guys,
Tillman,
not
who's off to a strong
subscribed
start
to the
tonight
network
at the
or
defensive
TSMN
end.
And Xavier Tillman is locked
Great
in,
content.
not only on
Every
Jalen
member is in
Smith,
the
but
description
on the
below.
offensive end as well.
Hall, nice
Get those
kick.
thumbs up, we greatly appreciate
And
it
the
as
three
well.
will rattle home for Aaron Henry, Aaron Henry knocking down the three.
All right,
and the
Henry made
lead
the
grows
triple.
for Michigan State up to a dozen.
14
Aaron
to 2.
Henry's last two games averaging 15 points, 7.5 rebounds, and shooting 50% from the field. And that was a wide open step-in three.
Drives it.
Allen into traffic, kicks it out to Smith.
Three.
And he knocks
And
down
Smith
a three.
hits the triple.
And that'll bring the crowd back to life here at Xfinity Center.
Hall a little bit late getting out there because Xavier Tillman had the help. He got stretched
All
out
right, Michigan State
and
with the
dragged on that
basketball.
pick and roll.
Ball screen for Winston. And
Winston
he knocks
hits the
down
triple.
a three. 17-5, Michigan State.
Boy, Michigan State is on fire right now, and I'm
just
not
think
sure in
Michigan
the Big
State's
Ten there
ranked
is a better
24th
pick
and
and roll
Maryland's,
combo than Xavier
ranked
Tillman
9th.
and Cassius Winston. And Cassius Winston sending Eric Ayala to his weak hand to the left. That was well defended. Got caught on a switch though.
Winston has to race
The
out to the corner
microphone
to
or
get
the
Scott.
game?
Michigan State is scrambling right now and away from the ball. We've got a foul to take us to our first media timeout of the game.
All right, we got our first timeout. MonStar, do you want me to turn up the my volume or the game volume? Okay, Mike. All right, how's that? I got my microphone on full, so. Okay. Yeah, I turned my microphone volume on full, so this is as loud as it will get. Hopefully when I hoot and holler that that it doesn't hurt your guys' ears. Man, that commercial with Carlton Banks and Chris Paul for the State Farm commercial, that is a hilarious one, where he jumps through the door, the glass door. Oh, I appreciate that, MonStar. Okay, audio sounds good. Lungs fly out sounds like. Do appreciate the 8 of you that's in the building. You guys are truly awesome. The Walmart Super Bowl with the 80s show like Bill and Ted was good. Yeah, Super Bowl had some good commercials. What's going on, James Willis? Absolutely I am. I'm doing it for you guys that been on me for forever. Do a Spartans game. Do a Spartans game. So I'm doing it definitely for you. Hold on one quick second.
To grab a rebound, in part because
we are
there
back.
haven't been a whole lot of rebounds
How is that?
available because the Spartans
good
haven't
audio?
missed except once.
5 assists on their 7 made field goals. That has been a staple of Tom Izzo teams in recent years. Annually among the best in the country
Appreciate
in terms
that,
of
Arthur.
assist percentage. Let's bring in Holly Rowe.
Well, listening into Mark Turgeon, the Maryland coach, in that last time out, he must have used the word toughness 7 times. He said, we're not screening with toughness, we're not rebounding with toughness, not defending with toughness. He needs a tougher effort from his team right now. They're not happy with the start by the Michigan Spartans.
All right, Holly, thank you. A travel on Jalen Smith turns it back over.
All right, Michigan
Defense
State
by
with
Jalen
basketball.
Smith. Just a clear out for Xavier Tillman, but he cut that off. That was a
Winston
Horns
has
clear
basketball.
action.
Thomas Kipier's coming to the game. Gabe Brown
And got
as well,
a
and Aaron
travel
Henry just got called
violation
for
by
a
number
long.
11 off the Spartans.
Officials tonight, Rob Riley, Bo Borowski, and Brandon Cruz here in College Park. And again, needless to say, a huge game. Right now, Joe Lenardi's got Maryland sitting on the 2 line, Michigan State on the 5, Big Ten standings. Maryland a couple of games up on a trio of teams, including
Out of
Michigan
bounds,
State,
Maryland
as well as
basketball
stay with the
still.
Terps. This is just the second time that
Cohen
game day has
Jr.,
come to College Park.
did
The first
slip,
year was in
but
the
it was
first
tipped
year
out of
game
bounds
day
by,
back in 2005
by Michigan
when
State.
Maryland to beat Duke in overtime. And I would say that the fans here, Jay, specifically the students, they have enjoyed
All right,
the day
welcome back,
today. They're
Kern.
enjoying themselves right now as well.
Well, they'd rather be a little bit closer than 17 to
Yes.
5, but it's
Yeah.
been really an amazing day here at Maryland.
And I don't think they'll lose their energy or their
Oh.
luster. Morcell trying to give him something to cheer
Morcell
about,
got
and he
the
does.
Boy, it
put
looked
back.
like Anthony Cowan was going to take that jump shot. That
It's a
was like an
10-point
old
game.
Tom Davis-looking play
Michigan State with the basketball.
where they were fake a jump shot and just throw it up almost for a lob
Winston
that
got
just
it to-
settles back in the day.
Tillman for 3.
Tillman
A little bit
misses it.
strong. And we get a foul going against Michigan State. Aaron Henry pleading his case, but he gets called for going over the back.
All right,
Anthony
Henry was
Cowan
one
had-
guilty
You
for
can
the
see
foul.
right there, Morcell looking for the
What
lob.
is going on,
Cowan
Mr. Mysterious?
had Xavier Tillman switched off on him,
How's
went
it
up
going,
for
brother?
a jump
How's it
shot,
going, Hawks?
and instead just lobbed it up to Morcell, who just made a back cut right to the bucket. Missed it initially and got the offensive rebound. Do you remember those plays that Tom Davis used to run back in the day when he was at Iowa?
Not as well as you do, but you visited Iowa, right? So you
Yeah, but I visited Iowa in 1981 when Lute Olson was there.
Dante Scott rattles
All right,
one home.
Scott
The
with the,
freshman from
with
Philadelphia
the
makes
jumper.
it an 8-point game.
When I visited Iowa, and I'm not sure they'd invented corn yet.
Xavier Tillman.
Xavier
Again, a
Tillman was
little bit
wide
strong on the
open
three.
and
He can
missed
make
the
those, and he had a couple
triple.
of good looks. Smith.
How about that pass?
And it goes. Scott from the
Oh,
corner.
Scott hit
And
the
they're
triple.
Back on their feet here at Xfinity Center.
All right, it's a ball game now. 17 to
That's
12.
exactly what Maryland needed. Stops
good.
to get
That's
out
what's
in
up,
transition
Mr.
play
Mysterio.
ahead of the Michigan State defense.
Appreciate
That
you for
pass by
rocking with me.
Jalen Smith was big time.
Going very poor.
But Tillman was wide
Uh-oh.
open. He needs
Are
to
you
get the
okay?
ball inside.
A lot of contact between
I think of
Winston
you as
and
a talking
Cowan.
head.
Better get used to that. It's the Big Ten, baby.
Yep.
Got the switch.
Winston driving on Smith. And a foul.
Hopefully
And
a talking
Mark
head that actually
Turgeon
knows what
is
they're talking
livid,
about.
Absolutely livid on the Maryland bench.
All right, Scott picks up a foul.
Off the switch, Cassius Winston driving in, got hit by Scott. And that was, I thought that was a good call.
Winston, a great free throw shooter at 86%.
All right, Winston makes the first.
Down the first.
That wasn't on Smith. Now watch Dante
I am not
going to
lie. I actually do want
he was not in legal guarding position
Cassius
there.
Winston to
Look,
get
that's
drafted
been
by the
happening all
Detroit
year long,
Pistons.
where
I think he's
defenders
the
just
best
throw
option
their
at a
chest
point
into
guard.
Shooter. And the truth is, it hasn't
I
been
do
called
have a
very
couple
well.
other
That was
people
called
that I
well.
do want to take a look at.
Scott goes to the bench.
But Cassius Winston,
and Ricky Lindo
you know,
Jr.
he's a
checks
good,
in a
he's a
6'8"
good point
sophomore
guard.
from Washington, D.C. One of the issues from
Probably the only thing nice I'm going to say about Michigan State outside of Tom Izzo.
Vast majority of the minutes.
I am a
Turgeon
Wolverines
tries
fan,
to
so just so you
scratch
guys all
and claw out
know.
a few minutes here and there from 7, 8, 9, 10. And Lindo is the first of that next group.
The Gridiron Blitz.
You have to expect that Tom Izzo is going to go after Lindo. But both hands by Marcus Bingham were all over Jalen Smith when he was making that move.
Cowan can't shake Watts on the perimeter. Now he goes by him, but he missed the layup.
Boy, this is a physical game.
West Branch ball,
And
I
by
should be
physical,
getting
I mean
that
they are fouling, and
as
they're
soon as
not
I
being
get my
Winston stepped out of
some
bounds.
income tax.
Back over
So
to Maryland.
I'm getting at least a webcam and,
Well, the intensity of the
little odds
teams
and
and
things,
the
and
environment
really
matches
upgrade
the
my channel for you guys.
intensity of the two coaches, in Turgeon and Izzo.
Yeah, and that's not going away. You're looking at two of the best coaches, not only in the Big Ten, but in the country. And Mark Turgeon has done a fabulous job with this Maryland program, putting it in contention not only for a Big Ten title, but this team can go to the Final Four and win the national championship. They've got that kind of chops.
Maryland has not won a regular season championship since they were back in the ACC. That was back in 2010.
All right, there's a foul. Looks like it's on number 20 of
a
Michigan
defensive
State.
stop. Maryland gets out in.
Well, we got some copyright music, so I do got to mute it. West Branch ball says timeout for the Gridiron Blitz. Bro, you need to pass gas. Yeah, I think I'm about to open up this Verner's and hopefully get the stomach issues all, hopefully, you know, under control. Because, man, definitely has been hurting. They want to see your face? Yeah, I'm going to definitely be... I am praying that I can get it in before March Madness. So, that is my goal. If not, you know, hopefully before March Madness ends. You know, the faster I can get all my upgrades in and you know, tuned in. You know, I got some great ideas that I'm going to be launching very, very shortly. So definitely can't wait for that. And, you know, we're going to have some fun here on Troxel Sports Talk, and as well as how we have fun over here in the Sports Movement Network and TSMN Entertainment. Oh, man, why you got to leave my Michigan team out? I mean, I ain't going to lie. I want to see Michigan State and Michigan in March Madness late. You know, at least into the Sweet 16 or Elite 8. I could see Ohio State. I could see Wisconsin. I'm not too much sold on Rutgers. MonStar Sports and Entertainment says, basketball TV. Oops, my bad. I showed the game. Times himself out. Appreciate that, Art. Says I shared you out also, brother. Appreciate that. Man, I just hope I got enough energy to do a doubleheader tomorrow. I got Michigan Wolverines, Ohio State, followed by the Pistons and the Kings. Indiana, Purdue, and Minnesota, maybe. Northwestern and Nebraska is a no for sure. Yeah, UCLA does have a men's collegiate basketball team. Hey, we got to get Arthur 8 more subscribers so he could hit 1.5. And if you subscribe to him, definitely check out his content and actually watch his content. He's a big-time Lakers fan, a UCLA fan, a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. You know, but he definitely brings he brings, you know, fun, laughter, you know, and passion. You know, he's a very great channel, so you definitely want to subscribe to Arthur. You definitely want to subscribe to MonStar and the Gridiron Blitz and Staple Sports. And also, don't forget the oh so wonderful Miss Amy Amor.
Year to this and how efficient he is. He's able to step away and knock down threes.
Smith
play with
is
his
at
back
the
to
free throw
basket.
line
He
for the
rebounds,
Terapins.
runs. Yeah, he can really do it all. But I asked him after he
Got
said
the
baseball.
first to fall.
I said, "Oh, you know, did you play baseball?" He says,
It
"No."
is 19-13, 6-point
Doesn't
game
mean he
with 11:52 remaining.
can't want to play baseball.
I didn't say that. I thought he said it was so authoritative in his response.
All right, got them
Baseball,
both
I
to
figured,
fall.
you know, he didn't even play
5-point
t-ball.
game.
One of the big keys, one of the huge keys for Maryland is keeping Smith out of foul trouble. He
says
got into foul
TSMN
trouble in
squad
the
will be
first
the
half
best,
Wednesday
absolutely.
at Minnesota in
At
a
least we
wild
try to
game.
be.
Minnesota was up 16 to the half. Maryland came back and won late, as they've done so many times this year. And Smith was great in the second half.
Oh, too
but
high
he
for
only
him.
played 4 minutes in the first half after picking up 2
That
fouls.
is out of
And
bounds.
if he has to go
Michigan
to the bench, then Mark
Maryland
Turgeon's really
basketball.
got to improvise.
Yeah, and Tom Izzo upset with his team. Xavier Tillman was wide open, and not just on that last pass that Rocket Watts threw away, but he was open before that, and they needed to get him the ball, let him go against Ricky Lindo.
All right, number 2
Nice
for
feed
Maryland.
inside, Aaron Wiggins, the beneficiary
Wiggins
on
with the
pass
lay-in.
from Cowan. Wiggins, a very talented player.
Oh, number 11 for
He's
Maryland
playing
with the
really
steal.
well of late.
Got it to
Morcell
number
playing
1.
free safety, picks it off. Smith on
And
the
Smith
follow,
with the
and
putback.
what a change in momentum here in the last few minutes.
So 1-point
Maryland
game.
really starting to
Oh, he's
defend.
wide open. And got the
And a
triple to
crowd
fall from
quieter
Michigan
at the
State.
other end. Kyle Arns knocks down a 3.
That's
Arms
been a big
with the
difference,
triple.
I believe, in the last couple of weeks with Michigan State, is they're really starting to get out in transition much more, even after a made basket.
Wow, Wiggins, Arns hits the deck. Wiggins misses the jumper. Offensive rebound, Lindo.
All right, jump ball.
Have I mentioned it's getting physical?
Getting physical. So I said on the first play there was a foul committed
I'm
to one
just
call.
poking the
It's been
bear.
nothing but physical. Physical's
All right,
fine.
number 24,
Fouling, they
Michigan
need to
State.
call. They haven't
22,
been
number
doing
9,
it.
Maryland. 18.
Boy, just a really bad pass by Michigan State.
What's going on, Drew?
And look, if you want to give your defense a chance, your offense has to help your defense. And because of that turnover, that wasn't quite a turnover for a touchdown, but pretty darn close to it. And Jalen Smith with the second chance opportunity. What a beautifully run out of bounds play. And not enough pressure on the ball. You can't let the ball come
Maryland
under the
with the
basket.
lay-in.
It has to go to the short side of the floor.
Calvin the bucket to Morcell the assist. Morcell is averaging almost 5 assists per
It's a
game.
2-point game.
His
Michigan
last
State
5
with the
games.
basketball.
Hall, who got off to a great start tonight for Michigan State, finds Watts.
Watts missed it.
Ball
Rebound to Michigan
inside,
State.
stuffed, but a foul is called. And this is not a
All right,
popular
Michigan
one
State
here at
is
College
going to the
Park.
free throw line.
We'll take another look. The ball goes up. Malik Hall grabs it, and he got hit. He got hit on the back of the head.
Whacked
there's
a few
no
times.
question. Lindo got him on the back of the
Hey,
head.
fan.
Everybody
watch your
saw the ball
language.
get blocked up top.
Oh, he
by
misses
Scott,
the
I guess it was,
first.
but it was Lindo who did hit him in the back of the head.
But it's not that you ever listen to the crowd. It doesn't really matter.
They had a sign with a star that says "You tried." All right, got the second to fall. So splits the
All
pair.
giving
It's a
Tom Izzo
three-point
some
game.
great
Maryland with
minutes
the
as he
ball,
got
down
start in the
3.
4 spot tonight for Michigan State.
10-15 remaining in the first half.
Ayala and Cowan will share the ball handling duties for Maryland. Sometimes Cowan playing off the ball.
All right, Maryland's down low. Kicks it out to the
Lindo
outside.
for 3.
Lindo for 3.
Doing a great
It's a
job
tied ball
to
game.
recognize the
Entering
double
the
team coming
second
from the
quarter.
top and hitting the open man.
Or
in
halfway
Lindo.
through the first half.
That's only the 5th three-pointer he's taken this year. But you know what? He's made 4 of them.
He's not getting the ball enough.
Winston. Arns has made 1. Not this
Arns
time.
missed
What a
it.
rebound. And the putback, though, for Tillman.
Michigan
Tillman
State
with the
needs
putback.
to go to Xavier Tillman.
And by Tillman, you mean Xavier Tillman Sr.?
Yes, to get him the ball. I see what you did there.
Yes.
But to get him the ball because he's being guarded by Ricky Lindo. And it's not that Lindo can't play. He's a good player, but Tillman's got an advantage. Great slip.
Oh,
not a good
stolen.
catch.
Tillman and his wife welcomed their second child, a son, Xavier Jr., the day after the Maryland game a couple of weeks ago. He told us he's getting a little bit less sleep. We talked to him on the way out of shoot around today, and
All right,
predictably
it's out
getting
of
a little bit
bounds.
less
I got to
sleep
see
now
who it's out on.
than he did before the baby boy was born. And a beautiful message that he put on social media to his son. And there's Cassius Winston saying, "We got 2 kids now." And I'm sure Xavier's like, "We? Where are you when I need somebody to give him a bottle at 3:30 in the morning? Where's the assist from you then?"
Well, when you have a newborn, being on the road isn't the worst thing because you can get a
All
little
right,
bit of
he
sleep.
was out of bounds on Maryland. Winston shoots it
from
and gets
Tillman.
it.
Give Tillman the assist, and it's a 4-point lead.
Just a wide pin down. He could have curled it, but probably wouldn't have gotten the ball. Just came right to the ball and was ready to shoot it.
Well, Tillman has really turned himself. Maybe that's the
Winston
wrong
got
way
to
say
take
it,
care of
a
the basketball. He
terrific
already
play
has 3
over
turnovers.
the last couple of years. This is a league just chock full of outstanding big men, and he and Smith are both in the conversation.
Oh yeah, with Luka Garza. I mean, Daniel Arturo of Minnesota. It's ridiculous how many great big guys there are.
Winston
misses
misses
the
that
3. Look
triple.
at Tillman running it down.
Tillman gets the offensive
He
rebound.
almost threw it away.
Out of bounds. Michigan State basketball.
All right, take a look at Cassius Winston here. He's right here. He's going to get what's called a wide pin down from Malik Hall. He sets the screen, and that can take him right to the ball. It's either, you're either going to go to the ball or curl off and go to the basket. And Ayala just a little bit late getting there because he got picked off by the Hall screen. Just isolated, really good action to run that wide pin down to get a good shot.
Winston running hard around the screen set by Tillman. Now comes back out to Winston for 3.
Doesn't need a lot of time. He gets that thing off quickly. One of the best jump shooters in the country, I believe, at the point guard position, Cassius Winston.
Wiggins trying to get free. And Henry not letting him get anywhere. Henry's been much better the last couple of games for Michigan State. Wiggins had to work hard for that shot. And Hall skies for the rebound.
How about that rebound?
He's playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he is playing well, and I think, especially when you're a young player, there's a double drag in transition.
All right, Winston.
Especially when you're a young player, getting off to a good start is really helpful to your confidence.
Ball's not sticking at all for Michigan State.
Hall with the basketball. Back to Winston.
Winston trying to get around to Morcell. Kicks it out. Shot clock's at 3. Watts has to force it up, and Scott the rebound.
Wow, what a
Well defended by Maryland. He never
horrible
gave up
play
on the
by
possession.
Michigan
Really
State.
good pass.
And a really good look for Wiggins, but a foul going against
Foul
Malik Hall.
is on the
Take
ground.
us to a timeout. Great.
All right, there's a timeout call. Cassius Winston had it within a layup, tried to kick it out, and had a turnover. Like, you got to be smarter than that. Six away now, Trox. This is awesome. That's what's up. Congratulations, Art. It's going to be here before you know it. If Villanova, Baylor, Florida State, and Duke lost, Maryland can lose. Troxel, which one do you root most, Michigan State or Michigan? I am a go blue or go home. Go Michigan Wolverines. But I will be covering, Michigan State's, March Madness run. I'll be doing Michigan's March Madness run and everybody else's March Madness run. So I'll be your home for March Madness, as well as the NBA games and playoffs and finals. And also I'll be doing the NBA draft as well. The only time you will ever see Troxel Sports Talk ever root for Michigan is if it's against Ohio State, or if it's Michigan is out of the March Madness and Michigan State's the only one standing. That's the only time you will see me rooting for Michigan State. What's going on, Doc? Says that's Devotion Troxel. Yeah, I mean, we did that for the, what do you call it? For the college football bowl games. Yeah, he definitely does need more playing time, James. Wow, Cassius Winston is 6th in Michigan State's all-time scoring list, behind Respert, Smith, Skiles, Kelser, Lucas, and Cassius Winston is 6th.
Five assists this year.
All right, we are back.
Cassius Winston did that same thing last year.
7-point game.
And Maryland turned the ball
and
over.
Maryland turns it over.
And one thing that Michigan
Nobody
State has
was
to do,
there.
Michigan State has played really well offensively, and they've done a good job on the defensive end for the most part.
I think Maryland forgot where to
They've
line
got
up
five
at.
turnovers in this game, in a game in which they are shooting over 60% from the field.
Yeah, both coaches told us that one of their concerns going into this game was taking care of the basketball. For Maryland, so much hype for this game, a sellout, game day, and everything that comes with it. Mark Turgeon just was hoping his guys would come out and play like they normally do and not try to do too much.
That's off of
Speaking
Cassius
turnovers,
Winston.
Michigan State
Maryland
just did just
basketball.
That's Winston's fourth.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see technical fouls being called. All right, there is a foul on the ground
right now, and you saw that note at the bottom. Duke lost to Virginia, the game on ESPN just before ours, and according to Joe Lunardi, has now fallen to the 3 line. That's what, 3 losses in 4 games now for the Blue Devils.
Yes.
All right, Winston with the basketball.
They have Duke has NC State
What's
on
going
Monday.
on, Dwayne?
The rematch with North Carolina.
We definitely got to get Dwayne Boatwright to 100.
Carolina went up to the Carrier Dome, put a lot of points on the board, beat Syracuse today. Watts for 3.
Oh, what a poor
Watts got it
offensive
stuck
possession
in the
for
rim.
Michigan State. That was not a good shot at all.
And the arrow, all the Spartans are walking down to the other end of the court. The possession arrow is giving them the ball back. I don't know where they're going. And now For the first time tonight, Winston will go to the bench and Foster Lawyer will come into the game.
And right now for Michigan State, there's got to be less dribble, more pass.
Cassius gets be targeted a lot.
Gets here the ball screen, trying to help Watts turn the corner. That's a long, tough floater he just put up. And Smith, a good battle to come up with a rebound.
Rebound for
chest
Maryland.
action ended in a middle ball screen. And Rocket Watts trying to take on Maryland by himself.
Morcell,
Drives
quick crossover.
Morcell.
Lobs it up for
Got
Smith,
it
tipped away by
stolen.
Tillman. Not a good pass.
It had nothing to do when he left the floor. Right, Morcell has been playing so well of late. Just a mental mistake there, trying to do a little bit too much.
Yeah, both of these teams, we talked about the inside-outside combo. On any given night,
There's
they're
a
both
foul
looking for
called.
that third weapon. For Michigan State, is it Henry? Is it Watts?
What's going
for
on,
Maryland,
Mind of Milton?
is it Morcell?
How's
Is
it
it
going,
Wiggins?
brother?
They're looking for a
Appreciate you
little
coming in.
consistency there.
And Rocket Watts has done such a good job in this game defensively on Anthony Cowan. And Cowan, even though he had 24 points and was magnificent down the stretch against
absolutely, Mind
Michigan
of
State and
Milton.
East Lansing,
Arthur
his
brings
last
that
two
energy
games,
and that passion.
He's 3 of 19 from the field. And Cowan has not gotten a good look in this game. He's had some really long threes in this one, but really hasn't been able to get anything good.
Boy, Lawyer gets a wide
Lawyer
open look for a
misses the
three.
triple.
And Arns comes up with the
Arns
offensive
with the
rebound.
offensive
Credit Kippier
rebound.
for keeping it alive. When you can't get it, if you can keep it alive, a teammate can.
Arns again.
You should get a hockey rebound for that.
I see what you did there. Tillman at the elbow, back to Arns. Very good outside
shoots
shooter.
it,
Too
misses.
strong. And Smith, another
Smith
rebound.
with the
Jalen
rebound.
Smith has a double-double in 10 of his last 11 games. The only game he didn't have a double-double, Maryland lost. They were beaten at Ohio State last week. Wing three is short for Wiggins. And a foul underneath. Is it Tillman?
Tillman.
All right,
It's his
Tillman
first.
picks up a
Aaron
foul.
Wiggins rushed that shot a little bit. Man, is he a good player. You know, his last 2 games, he's played really well. 18 points a game, 8 of 17 from 3. But just rushed that one a little bit instead of just giving a shot fake, putting it on the deck. And Maryland, I think, needs to get into the lane off the dribble a little bit more. Put more pressure on this defense, get to the foul line, and don't settle for jump shots.
And Cassius Winston has returned. Was out for a total of 1 minute and 23 seconds back in.
So he's got to play every minute that he can. Tom Izzo can't afford to have him off the floor.
Some size on Cowan right now. Aaron Henry. Boy, what a burst of speed. Can't finish it.
Oh,
But a
he
great
misses the
drive by
layup.
Cowan.
It was well defended by Xavier Tillman. He guarded the ball, then got back to his man. And they're forcing Cowan to take really tough twos. That was a
That was Cowan
difficult
who
two.
missed the layup.
Tillman around Lindo.
Tillman got
And
it
a block
blocked.
from behind by Smith.
Smith picked up the monstrous block.
I don't think he should play baseball.
Another tough two on a drive attempted by Cowan. He
Cowan
missed it,
misses
and it's
another
5-on-4
layup.
Michigan State. Arns.
Arns misses the triple
And Kithner
offensive
with a weak side rebound.
And that's an area where it hurt Maryland not to have Cowan down the floor. There was also 5-on-4 on the glass.
Winston and a pass off the head of Kithner.
so
Heady
close.
play.
But
Nice
a fortunate
save by
bounce
Michigan
to
State.
Arns. Shot clock at 4.
Tillman with the basketball.
Tillman got it.
Made
A
the jump
beautiful
shot.
post move by Xavier Tillman, getting into the middle and then turning back to that left shoulder right-handed jump hook off the glass.
You get a hockey assist when the ball hits you in the head.
Yes. Boy, that
Number
hit
11
Kithner, who
is it to
earlier was
number
wearing
5?
a mask this year.
Yep. The Terps have missed their last
To
7
number 1
shots.
for
and they have
Maryland.
dropped 9 points now behind Michigan State.
And part of that was shot selection, Dan. The quality of shot that Maryland is getting is not good.
Drives it and got
Runner
the
goes
lay in
for
the
Cowan.
ball.
That was more of a rhythmic shot where he's not on his back at the end of it.
All right, it's
Anthony Cowan is
32-25.
such a good player.
3 minutes remaining in
fierce
the first
competitor.
half.
The horn set, then a second screen.
Winston slipped, got rid of it.
Tillman's got to move. He should have cut to the basket after he let go of that ball.
Cassius Winston with the basketball.
There's the replace off
Got
the roll
to number
replace.
11 for Michigan State.
Emery.
Misses the
3
triple.
rolls out and a foul going
Smith with
against
the
the Spartans.
rebound, but there is a foul.
Jalen Smith going after that rebound with 2 hands.
What's going on, Daniel? How's it going, brother? Oh yeah, me too, Dwayne. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, Michigan State came to play today. You know, in the rankings they are underdogs, but it is definitely not showing. You know, if Cassius Winston can take care of the basketball a little bit better, he already has, I believe, 3 or 4 turnovers. You know, I don't think they would have gave up that 15-point lead that they had. You know, but right now it's 32-25 with 2:44 remaining in the first half. So, shout out to Michigan State. You know, bring the same energy in the second half. You know, I try to give credit where credit's due. I am a Michigan Wolverine fan till I die. Just like I'm a Arizona Wildcat fan till I die. But I do try to give credit where credit is due. Yeah, I see why you had to correct yourself, Grid. Because all they would have had to do is put chicken on the end. RC says moo. Hey, you never need to miss a live event that happens here if you tap the bell for notifications. Appreciate that, Dwayne. Yes, we definitely got to get those notification bells up higher.
Ollie, thank you. Malik
a lot of my subscribers are not getting notified.
4 rebounds and an assist, and most of that came in the first few minutes when Michigan State established this advantage.
Really effective screen roll out on the wing there. And Jalen Smith, his activity level is so high in this game. And Michigan State has 6 fouls in this game. Jalen Smith has drawn 5 of them. And that shows you a high activity level by the sophomore.
Oh, he was wide open. Orange for
this was
three.
a lineup that Mark Turgeon was concerned about when Tom Izzo would downsize and
35 to
play a shooter like
27
Arns at the 4.
Well, it stretches you.
Maryland
And
with the
if you
basketball.
Come off of Arns, he can really shoot it. And Arns had 14 points against Nebraska, 4 of 6 from 3. And he's a
Maybe you need
senior
to post
that is
them on
healthy
Facebook.
now. And he ripped into his teammates recently in a little locker room meeting.
Happy
saying,
Leap
"We
Day.
gotta have a
Hope
sense of
everyone
urgency."
has had a great
And just
February.
a terrific pass.
Subscribe to
drawing
Troxel Sports
every
Talk. Appreciate that,
defender
Dwayne.
into the lane.
Yes, I hope
and then
everybody
kicking
has
it out.
had
That's
a
just big-time
very
draw
happy
and kick
Leap Day.
basketball by Michigan State.
Meanwhile, Daryl Morcell just picked up his second, so he and Dante Scott each with 2, each on the bench. As Ricky Lindo comes into the game for the third
All
time.
right, rebounded by Maryland.
Maryland's got to continue to try to get into the lane. Good drive.
Smith will.
Smith with the lay-in.
Well, he draws the defense and terrific
Oh,
play by
turnover.
Cowan to take it away.
Maryland.
And a tough pass
Blocking foul.
that eludes Smith, but Arns got called for a block. And look at Tom Izzo. Izzo was kind of down in a defensive stance and sliding his feet in front of Bo Borowski as Borowski was making the call to the scorers table.
Yeah, just
So
a really
thumbs up
heady
when you come
play
in, y'all.
by
Appreciate that, Arthur.
Anthony Cowan to make that steal.
And
Boy, and
support the movement.
oftentimes the officials will
Absolutely.
call a charge on this one. It's probably better as a no call.
All right, 2K plays. I'll definitely take a look.
They probably passed their quota of no calls in this game.
Lindo misses the front end. Michigan State has led throughout. They were up 9-0, 2.5
All right,
minutes
Michigan
into the game.
State,
Well, Horn set
35-29.
Second ball screen.
a minute 10. Oh,
Nice
good
feed
pass.
inside and the
Nice
finish for
dunk.
Tillman. Another assist for Cassius Winston.
First off the horn set, just coming off a little rub screen and then getting a ball screen from Tillman. And he rolls to the basket with Kyle Arns replacing up. That's hard action.
All right,
to
number
guard
1 for
because you're worried
Maryland.
about the
Has the
three. You wind up
basketball,
giving
turns
up a
around,
dunk.
shoots,
Cowan around and out.
misses.
The ball bounces to Ayala.
Oh,
Nearly
ooh.
stolen by Tillman.
That was close.
And
Oh,
now tipped
stolen
away
by
to the Spartans.
Michigan State.
Count which bad pass that Michigan State could have picked off, and Tom Izzo wants a timeout.
All right, there's the
so he can get
timeout.
the shot.
We got 32.3 seconds remaining, 37-29. Michigan State on the road with the lead. All right, let me go take a look at what 2K Plays tweeted me. Hey, 2K Plays, you're gonna like what I wrote. Not sure if I'm cut out for this. Sure you are, Doc. There's only really one person I know from Michigan State. I don't know nobody from Maryland, nobody really from Michigan State. I'm a go blue guy. So
And again, this is a league.
we're both going to be
loaded
learning,
with quality
Doc.
big men.
Here comes another screen roll up top. And the
All
same
right,
action.
Winston
And
got
a
it to
wide
number
open look for
2.
Rocket Watts.
Missed it.
Lindo the rebound, and now Maryland can hold for the last shot. And what a big swing this would be, a Michigan State miss, if the Terps can come up with a bucket here before
All
the
right,
half.
Maryland with the basketball.
Cowan. Travel.
All right.
No basket. Travel on Anthony Cowan Jr.
Cowan Jr. with the travel.
Wow, that is a difficult call for Anthony Cowan, but Rocket Watts doing a good job of trying to stay in front, at his hands on him, which, you know, oftentimes is called a foul.
And Winston hits
Oh my God.
it. They'll check, but that's going to
Cassius Winston hit
And before
a
they went into
triple
locker
at
room
the
and warmed up,
buzzer.
Winston hit a half
It is
court
like a
shot,
half court or 3/4 court.
and then he hits one right before they go in at halftime.
About
That
a
is
50-footer for
amazing.
Cassius Winston, and look at the
I am not gonna lie. That was that is crazy.
To a hot start in this game. What have you liked that you've seen from your guys offensively?
Well, I like Billis. I like to tell him that was a hell of a setup play at the end, wasn't
Hey,
it?
come on, Tom.
You've never been better.
Yeah. You know what? I thought we played with some energy early. I thought we moved the ball really well early. I thought we rebounded the ball really well early. We're still turning the ball over unforced. Cash got to do a better job of that, but
Absolutely.
I thought the rebounding was a big key because they didn't get second shots. We had a couple defensive mistakes. They made threes. They're good.
Anthony Cowan has just 4 points, their leading scorer. What have you done well there defensively?
Well, I thought Rocket Watts did a heck of a job on him for a freshman, you know, and that's what he can do. He can guard, and Xavier Tillman helped out a little bit, and that was the difference for us. We gave up some things, but if we would quit turning the ball over, we'd have a better chance.
All right, Coach. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. That was exactly what I said for when I was talking about Michigan State. Yeah, that was like 3/4 court. And got it. That is amazing. Oh, you're talking about something else, Doc? Okay, my bad. Grid, we need that oh my god sound effect. Is it going to another field trip when Troxel says go blank and some do and it is fun? I'm not too sure what you mean, Hawks. Tom Izzo's from Iron Mountain in northern Michigan. A Uper making it big in NCAA? Absolutely. I do respect Tom Izzo. Even though I might not like his college, I do respect his coaching philosophy and different things like that. You know, he's a darn good coach. Troxel shirt today. Which D Rose's game winner was better this year against the Pelicans or Suns? I think it might be the Pelicans, because that was like literally right at the buzzer. You know, with the Suns, it was you know, you still had a little bit of time left, but that was like at the buzzer. Shout out to Derrick Rose. It helped us pick up our first victory in 7 games. We snapped a 7-game losing streak. You know, can that momentum lead for tomorrow? We got the Sacramento Kings. Like, go to if you said another channel for another game. Actions are not from the coach, it's from the program. Oh yeah, I try to give support to you know, a lot of different people. If I rock with them, usually I'll try to you know, help support them. You know, especially with the Sports Movement Network community, like as far as like the Dwayne Boatwrights, the Gridiron Blitz, the Staple Sports, the MonStar Sports and Entertainment, the Amy Amors, Arthur's, you know, myself and things like that. You know, you can definitely always almost guarantee that I'll put, you know, their videos in my community tab. But also with the ones that are not in our group, if they're a good channel and, and they're not maybe in my eyes getting the love that they should be getting, absolutely I'm going to put them in my community tab to say, hey, come rock with us. I'm over here. We can have some fun. That's the one thing about YouTube is, small content creators, we got to all stick together. Build and grow and, build a real fun community. Brandon Ingram to the Pistons? I wish, but that's not going to happen. We would have to come out with like a Blake Griffin type contract in order for the Pelicans not to re-sign him. Because you got to remember one thing, he's a restricted free agent. And, so that means New Orleans Pelicans has the first right to say, no, he's staying here. We're going to match any offer and, and things like that. So I don't see Brandon Ingram leaving the Pelicans, and neither should he. I think that's his best. I think this is the best spot for him. He got to Zion Williamson. So, if Zion can stay healthy, the sky's the limit for the kid. You got Lonzo Ball. You got, Josh Hart over from the Lakers as well. They're starting to form a real good squad. Life after Anthony Davis is not bad times, like a lot of people was thinking. If they get themselves a bona fide shooting guard and trade Jrue Holiday, and they go get themselves... Oh, no, wait. They got, what's his name as well from... what is his name? The center. He's a good center as well. He's a rookie. But, I mean, really, the only thing that they're missing in a starting five is a bona fide shooting guard. If they can trade Jrue Holiday and get themselves a young, up-and-coming shooting guard, they got a young core and a great core. And then you build your bench off of that. But the three-headed monster will be Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Zion Williamson. That's their three-headed monster. Oh, yeah, Jackson Hayes. Yep, absolutely. He's a solid center. He's no slouch. I actually kind of like his game. I wasn't a huge person high on him. Making a year one leap. But, shout out to him. He's actually having a solid rookie year. It's not on no rookie of the year scale, no. But he's at least, coming into his own. He's learning the game at the NBA level, and it's performing pretty darn good. I appreciate his game. They go get themselves, like I said, a shooting guard that's a starter. Trade off Jrue Holiday, and the sky is going to be the limit for the New Orleans Pelicans. They're probably about 2 years out. 2 years out, I can say, you know what? They could be a title contender, or at least a conference championship game contender. I mean, it's going to be a tough task for them to make it there, obviously with the Lakers and the Clippers, and soon to be the Warriors. But that's going to be a darn good playoffs, in a couple years with them. Appreciate you for still being here, Karim. And they got Alexander Walker. Yep. I totally forgot about him as well. They got a really good squad. A lot of people don't realize how good the Pelicans really could be. Hawks, what did he say? Hey, that's good. He said, I'm still here, by the way. What's going on, Damien? Dwayne Boatwright says Travis Troxel run for somebody's office. If the Pistons get Zion and Winston, that will Duke Michigan State all over again. That will never happen. He said still. Hands against the wall. Michigan State looking good. They actually really are. Yeah, Garza is a beast. I'm going to say New Orleans. 2K plays. I'm going to definitely say New Orleans. I think Atlanta is maybe about 3 years. I think they need one more extra year to be where New Orleans will be. I mean, but it is the East, so... I mean, the East is so weak that, they can still get ranked pretty high quickly. Michigan State going to the Final Four. Hey, they better be playing Michigan. Yeah, 2K games for basketball, they spend a whole lot of time perfecting that game. No disrespect to EA Sports, but EA Sports, man, get it together. Like, they don't even... Okay, I'm going to tell you how trash EA Sports is. All my Madden fans, okay, they don't even watch football. So how you going to perfect a game that you don't even watch? That's why I've had a ban on Madden. If it's gifted to me, that's the only time it gets in my house. Other besides that, I will not spend money to get Madden. You know, I mean, we only got one football game, and that's Madden. Why ain't you going to try to perfect that? Yeah, Luke Kennard is still injured, but he is, I did see him working out a little bit during the pregame for the Phoenix Suns game. So he might be trying to get himself back into shape a little bit to see if he can make a comeback. You know, he was in a Pistons practice t-shirt and, you know, basketball shorts as well. Getting a little bit of run during warm-ups and things like that. So he might be about a week off, 2 weeks off. And maybe we could see Luke Kennard. Yeah, hey, they can't even do NBA Live right. Like, EA Sports, they need to fire everyone on their squad and rebuild it. And build it the right way. Like, if you're gonna try to challenge 2K, you really got to go out there and really perform. My son has a 98 overall and then 96 overall on 2K. That's what's up, RC. All right, we're going to be getting set to resume the game audio. We're about to kick off or tip off for the second half.
Crowd is revved back up again. Students are all fired up. And let's see if Maryland responds here. The first couple of minutes of the game were a disaster for them. They were down 9-0 before they knew what hit them.
Right, Rocket Watts has continued in the second half his great play defensively from the first half.
Yeah,
He's
this
done a
year's
spectacular job on
WWE
Anthony
2K20 was trash.
And look at that bottom stat.
But
Maryland winning
that was
Wednesday
because some
Minnesota
like their good people
by
in the
16
development,
at halftime.
they
were down 7 to Michigan State,
left.
3.5 minutes to go.
And then
came back and won that. They have won
the other
6
people that was trying to finish it off, they just half-assed it.
At some point in those games by
at
least 10 points.
The rest
really
it is
you know, it took till about what, Christmas
throughout the course of the season
to finally get really all the glitches out.
Games when they haven't shot the ball well. And when they do
game was
start
out
to
2
shoot the
months,
ball well, and I think
and they still had glitches.
It's going to be a really difficult team to beat.
Shot clock at 8.
All right, Michigan
Watts,
State takes a
jumper.
shot.
Wow.
Oh, Watt. That was a nice
so
shot.
Much better shooting off the dribble than he has even in catch and shoot. And his defense, he plays both ends of the floor, but getting that shot to go down, maybe Rocket Watts will be even more aggressive on the offensive end.
And he's been given the job of sticking with Anthony Cowan Jr. the entire night. Got a foul going against Xavier Tillman.
All right, Tillman picks up the
has
foul.
A scorer's mentality. Only made 1 field goal in that first half, but a little give and go off the screen, and that's Jalen Smith coming with the long arms of Jalen Smith to put pressure on that shot, but he never took his eyes off the rim. Great concentration.
Man, whatever happened to Darren Hilliard?
Knocks down the mid-range jumper.
All right, Marcel hits the jumper.
In the second half against Minnesota.
Michigan State
wound up with 13 points and 9 rebounds. Obviously had that game winner, that three-pointer.
They got 20 seconds on the
win
shot
ball
clock.
game in the barn.
Oh, what a stunner the last
Winston
couple
with
of
the
minutes of those
basketball.
in that game. And it was a deep 3-2, about 3-4 feet behind the line. Tillman, right down Main Street.
Tillman got the lay-in.
Cassius Winston and Xavier Tillman are one
It's
of
a
the
13-point
best,
game,
if not the
18,
best, pick and roll
20
combos
remaining in the
country.
second half.
You know, they do such a great job. They're so connected with one
24
another.
for Maryland with
Winston
basketball.
is a savant off pick and roll.
Dante Scott sat for a long stretch of the first half after picking up his second foul.
Watts doing such a good job containing, but he let Cowan get past him that time.
All right.
And there was no help.
Cowan
to come over
Jr.
and
with
stop
the
that
lay-in.
penetration.
Henry. And that's going to count.
Henry with an and one.
Cannot allow middle drives. And Xavier Tillman was wide open. Henry didn't see him at first, but then the left-hander put the ball on the deck with the left hand and just went past a
All right,
poor
MonStar, you
closeout
have a
by
wonderful
Dante
night, brother.
Scott.
Appreciate you.
And Scott compounds the error by fouling and letting Henry go to the line to complete the
You
conventional
guys are not
three-point
subscribed
play.
to MonStar Sports and
That's going
Entertainment.
to force
Definitely
Mark
do so.
Turgeon into an early substitution.
They got a great
it looks
lineup
like here in
playing
the
for the
second
next
half. We just
couple
mentioned
weeks.
Scott didn't play a whole lot in the first half. Now he's got to go right back to the bench as Aaron Wiggins comes in. And it's now a 14-point lead
All right,
for
he got the
Michigan
free
State.
throw.
If Michigan State can get an aggressive
47-33.
and productive Aaron Henry
17:45 remaining in the second
consistently,
half.
then Michigan State has the
Oh,
opportunity
you just noticed that,
to get to
Damian?
the Final Four.
Yeah, you got the
But
mod
without
squad,
that,
man.
I think it's a much tougher climb.
Karim, you as well.
Smith sizing up Tillman, trying to back him down. That's going to be tough. Tillman not quite as tall or as long, but he's stronger. And look at Tillman run the floor and get the layup at the other
Tillman
end.
with the
There were
lay-in.
fouls on both ends, but Tillman finished his through his contact, and Smith didn't finish through his. What a great play by Xavier Tillman! Not
All right,
only to
timeout,
run the
Maryland.
floor.
I do got to mute the audio for copyright music and commercials. New face of everything sports. Subscribe to Amy Amor. Absolutely, Dwayne. That was a good one. All right, what's your starting five? Point guard, Derrick Rose. Oh, man. Come on now. Shooting guard, Henry Ellenson. Come on, man. Small forward, Darren Hilliard. What is it? The all whack team outside of Derrick Rose? Power forward, Stanley Johnson. Let me guess, center's Darko Milicic. Oh, center's Brandon Knight. Wait, Carl Jr. has a big fried cheese on their Angus burger? That's crazy. No, I mean, like the lineup I would have right now for the Detroit Pistons, once Luke Kennard gets back, it'd be at the 1, Derrick Rose. 2 will be Svi Mykhailiuk. 3 would be Luke Kennard. 4, Sekou Doumbouya. 5, Christian Wood. Yeah, it's Carl's Jr. or Hardy's.
Yeah, 26 against Florida as well.
All right, we are back,
I think
folks.
we just saw right there in Emmanuel Quickly, the SEC player
Oh,
of the
wide
year.
open. Wow. Made another
Good
pass.
recovery there by the Spartans after the drive by Ayala. Been a quiet day for Eric Ayala. He's had a couple of big scoring games recently. Cowan having to do a lot of work himself,
Cowan
and this
makes
one will
the
go.
jumper.
Boy, what a tough shot. But Cowan perfectly capable of making tough shots, and that's too easy. I mean, Cassius Winston just waltzed into that 3. He's got
Cassius
16.
Winston with the triples, 52 to
Mark Turgeon
35.
cannot be happy with his transition defense, and that really was transition defense after the made field goal by Cowan to allow Cassius Winston to just walk right into a 3.
All right,
You should have
Maryland's
to work
with the
really hard to get an
basketball.
open 3, just not walk into it.
And Smith answers
Wow,
at the
Smith
other
with
end.
the
Jalen
triple.
Smith, a much improved
Jalen
three-point
Smith.
shooter this year from last year. Shot 27%
That
a year
was
ago.
wet.
36% with more attempts this year.
And he's shooting over 40% in Big Ten play from three-point range.
Look at the
right,
start to
Cassius
each half for
Winston.
Michigan State.
Alley-oop
As Tillman
to
lays it in
Tillman.
for Winston. Michigan State 6 for 6 here in the second half.
Just great pick and roll basketball in the middle of the floor in the slot between lane lines. And Cassius Winston with a beautiful read. All he had to do was throw the ball up near the bucket, and it's going to be an easy layup or dunk
Number
for
5
Xavier
for
Tillman.
Maryland
And
with the
yes, he's turned
basketball.
it over 4 times.
Got it to
Cassius Winston
Cohen.
also has 16 points and 5 assists.
There is a
I don't
foul
think he'll lose
called.
a scholarship over those 4 turnovers, but he's been so good in every other way.
All right, there is some copyright music. Okay, must be a timeout call. I definitely want to say I do appreciate all 12 of you guys for being in the building. You guys are truly awesome. I do hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Oh man, Sonics is awesome. I could spend a lot of money quick at some Sonics. And they got the good ice as well. Like they got the good ice there in their drinks. They got tater tots. Like, come on now. Y'all got me sold just on those 2 items alone. I hate new phones with a passion. Oh yeah, I definitely feel you on that one, RC. I went from what was that, iPhone 7 iPhone 7s or something like that, the bigger phone, to a iPhone 10X Max. And man, with no No home button, no nothing. Like, it took me a minute to learn that phone. Oh man, Damien. Hey, if they did with those what do you call it? Those drinks that they got? Oh my goodness. Come on now. What's going on, Leedy? How's it going, brother? Oh man. Hey, Hawks, really? Oh my goodness. That does look good.
What happened in that
Right,
first
we are
Duke
back.
Carolina game. And North Carolina looked like the Carolina of
What's
old.
going on, Louisiana
Great play
Sports
out
Talk?
of bounds. And a terrific pass by Jalen Smith to the inbound
All right, we
man,
got a
Daryl
dunk by Morcell.
But North Carolina played really well today up at Syracuse. You see where Tom Brady and Julian Edelman were sitting on
Jimmy
the sidelines?
Fallon was with him as well.
What team does he play for?
With Dante Scott on the bench with foul trouble and with Eric Ayala really struggling tonight, we get our first look now at Hakeem Hart. He's defending Aaron Henry even as we speak. Hart is a freshman from Philadelphia, the Philly Catholic Player of the Year last season as a high school senior.
Buzzer,
knocks
Hall.
down the jumper. And Mark Turgeon
Hall
complimentary
makes
to
the
us
jumper
yesterday
at the
practice
buzzer.
towards Hart. He's starting to get more minutes. They're putting him into a big spot right now.
Well, Xavier Tillman got a ball screen from Cassius Winston on that play, and when he drove the ball, he played drive and kick and got it to Malik Hall. Well, this is the best offense I've seen Michigan State run in quite some time.
Looks like it might be on Watts.
Offensively, with the exception of the first half, they turned it over too much, but man, really good offensive basketball by the Spartans.
Jay, you look at this league and what a battle it's been for these teams all season long. So many good teams, maybe 10, maybe even 11, who knows, getting into the NCAA tournament. Do you think how they're beating up on each other all season long, does it help them going into the NCAA tournament, or
I think it helps them
down a little bit?
No, I think it helps them. The question is, are they going to be physically or mentally tired from it? And but the fact that they've had this kind of competition and have been hardened by it, I think is great. I mean, really, one of the keys
nice pass.
Of postseason plays, you got to let
wow,
go.
What a save, and what a three by Maryland.
Thanks for the playing time, Coach. How about if I knock down a three?
He's playing because not only does he give a little bit of size at the guard and the wing spot, he's been practicing much harder.
Michigan State with the basketball.
And so he's hardened as well from what he's done in practice. He's earned this playing time.
He was on his way to St. Joe's. Phil Martelli was let go, went to Michigan, so Hart
missed the
reopened his
layup.
recruitment and decided to come to
Offensive
Maryland.
rebound. Hall gets the triple to fall.
How good has he been? That's what, 10 points or 12 points for him now, right?
Started the game and has played well at both ends. Michigan State is 8 for 9 here in the second half. Remember, they started the game 7 for 8.
All right, Maryland with
this
basketball.
This is the first time Malik Hall has been in double figures since the Seton Hall game where he had 17. And that was a long time. That was November.
Yeah. How about Seton Hall? Big win
Drives
on the road at Marquette today. Marcus
got it to number 11. Misses the triple.
What a rebound by
Offensive
Smith.
rebound.
What a block
got
by
it blocked. Tillman with the block.
Henry,
and a charge.
Foul.
Yeah, Xavier Tillman.
I believe that's on Henry.
The best case of any big guy for Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. The job he did on Luka Garza, the job he's doing on Jalen Smith, and he's done it all year long. If the referees were paying attention, that was a foul.
Both Tillman and Smith have managed to stay on the floor for the vast majority of the game. Pass deflected.
Cohen Jr. with the
Henry
basketball,
puts a little bit
drives
more
it.
size than Rocket Watts when he's guarding Anthony
Out
Cowan.
of bounds.
He's giving him a different look. Something
Michigan
else he
State
has to deal with.
basketball.
Cowan has seen every defense imaginable over his 4 years. But I'm not sure any team this year has been more effective than Michigan State has been on Anthony Cowan Jr.
If
Cowan, a kid
MSU
who always grew up wanting to come
don't
to
get
Maryland. His dad
overconfident again,
went
they
to
will
Maryland.
roll.
His grandmother was a professor in Maryland. Lots of family members.
Yeah,
who
they
were
got to
here,
take care of that basketball. They take
what
care
a
of that
run.
basketball.
What a
Michigan
career he
State
has had.
should
Remember, Mark
pull
Turgeon
this
told us
win
a couple
out.
of weeks ago when he first recruited him, he thought he would be a backup. And then they started practicing, and he goes, this guy's got to start. I don't know which of these other guys has to sit, but that kid's got to start. And he has started every game in his 4 years here.
128 straight starts for Anthony Cowan Jr. He's made his mark here.
Got fouled.
He's in the top 10 or top
I think
5 of every
Cohen
category
Jr.
you can imagine. He's just proven to be not only a winner but a grinder.
With more on Cowan, here's Holly.
Well, you know, they call him the Iron Man because he set the all-time career record for starts here
Really
at Maryland
call.
this week, 127. He
Makes
got a
the
really
first
nice
free
shout out
throw.
from the true Iron Man, Cal Ripken Jr. from Baltimore.
It is 60
and
to
I said, hey, what
43.
did that mean to you to
Michigan
hear from
State
Cal Ripken Jr.?
on
He's
the
like,
road
well, honestly,
with
I
the
wasn't
lead.
sure who it was. I had to ask my
13.3
dad.
or
But then I found out all
left
about him,
in
and I
the
realized what
second
a really
half.
big deal it is. But we forget these guys are so young.
Anthony, your honesty is commendable.
And Hall makes them bold.
You got to know who Cal Ripken is.
61-43.
Especially around
Cowan
these
Jr.
parts,
with the
right?
basketball.
18-point lead, Michigan State, largest of the night.
Well, Michigan State has really taken Maryland out of its offense.
Ooh, he slipped there. Cowan Jr. with basketball.
Cowan
Drives
again,
it.
turns it over.
Wow, got it
Ball is
stolen
just
by
not
Hall.
moving. It's too much dribbling. Good pass.
At the other end, lots of passing, open looks, arms
Ooh, he
short on the
missed
three,
that.
though.
Well, you're not going to get a better shot in transition than that.
That was a
Step
wide
in
open three for
wide
Arns. He
open.
missed it. Maryland with
And
the
Maryland
basketball
has
backs
overcome
it down.
so
There's a
many
foul.
second-half deficits to win games late this year, but they have really dug themselves a hole here tonight.
All right, Hall with the
Tomorrow,
foul.
our NBA Sunday special comes to you.
All right, I do have to mute the game audio. I am going to put a poll out tomorrow for the NBA stream.
Because he is impossible to take your eyes off when he's playing. Just an
Got
incredible
number 5
physical
for
specimen. And
Maryland
watching
with the
him with
basketball.
LeBron in the same game.
Got it
You're
to
looking at
number
two-
13.
It's one
Missed
freak
the
taking
shot.
on another.
Ball's loose.
One of them's 35 years of age. The other one's 19. Lawyer giving Winston a chance to get a bit of a breather with the under 12 media timeout coming up soon. Dave Brown into Thomas Kithier. Little jump hook, a little bit short.
Or maybe rushed it a little bit, but got single coverage, and Kithier is usually money when going up for that shot over his left shoulder.
Ayala trying to get himself going, draws the
All right,
foul.
there's a
and will
foul.
be at the free throw line when we come back.
All right. There is a TV timeout. Ooh. Ooh, Arizona and UCLA. Your boy's mind is thinking, even though he's not feeling well, I might want to try to tough it out for one more game. I'm telling you guys, YouTube is definitely an addictive thing. Nevada has a 2-point lead over number 5, San Diego State right now. Second half, 10:31. San Diego State University 60 and University of Nevada 62. I will be on for Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes tomorrow. Can Michigan split the series? And then that will be followed by an NBA game. I will be putting out a poll which NBA game. It will be between two. They're right around on the same time. It will be the Pistons and the Kings, or the Lakers and the Pelicans. There's some good candidates for that Wooden Award. Marcus Howard, Malachi Flynn, Devon Dotson, Garza, and
play in his 4 years at Marquette.
All right, you have the right to change your mind between now and later in the season. You have the right to not even answer
misses the first
who
I don't want to be read my rights in College Park.
Who would you pick as the player that, if you had one vote only right now, who's been the best player in the country to this point?
Well, most people only have one vote, but I would take Obi Toppin. I think Obi Toppin, and look, Luka Garza makes a great case, and Kithier got away with a walker, switching pivot feet. But Luka Garza's had a fantastic year. But I think that Obi Toppin is the player of the year. It's going to be a difficult vote, but the good news is it's not over yet. There's still more data to take in before the season's over.
Yeah, you and I saw the Flyers way back in November in Maui when they took Kansas to overtime in one of the great games this season. And Toppin was great
got
there.
the
Scott
triple
with a
to
three.
fall for Maryland.
Saw Obi Toppin in person last night in Dayton. Holly.
Well, guys, what was so impressive to me about Obi Toppin in person, of course we see all the high-flying dunks, and he is spectacular around the rim, but I was really impressed with his step-back three game, his passing ability. He defends, and he's a great teammate. His energy is palpable. I loved the kid.
Yeah, Watt with a triple.
The energy just went down a notch here after that three by Rocket Watts.
And Rocket Watts has not
had. He said, if you get a three, I want a three as well.
Game. He had 21 against Iowa, 21 against Illinois, but his defense has been terrific.
He slipped.
Especially when he's been on Cowan. He's on Aaron Wiggins right now, showing that he can guard a bigger guard as well as the smaller Anthony Cowan.
All right, fouls on
Rocket
Winston.
Watts being able to guard Anthony Cowan takes so much pressure off of Cassius Winston, and Winston and Tillman have been tremendous in this game.
Maryland's in the
at
bonus,
both ends of the floor, but especially Tillman at both ends.
Line.
I mean, Tillman's got 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks.
Right. Eric Ayala makes the first free throw.
And he's got 2 kids.
One of them just a couple of weeks old. One thing to keep an eye on, only 2 fouls committed by Maryland. That's 7 on Michigan State. Terps are in the bonus with 10.5 minutes to go.
Which
All right,
means they
makes them
need
bold.
to be aggressive and putting the ball on the deck.
It is
and driving it.
64-49.
But that suits their style, right?
It does, but they have to drive it after moving
10
the ball
minutes and
first.
20
you give
seconds
credit to
remaining
Michigan
in the
State's defense
second
for taking
half.
them out of their offense. Good pass.
Oh, wide open. Oh, we
Not this
missed the
time for
3.
Watts, and Hart getting more minutes down with a rebound. Cowan on the bench right now for the Terps as they try to mount a comeback.
Oh, he
Hart
slipped.
stumbled, and
That's
a
a
travel was
travel.
called.
Well, oftentimes that'll be called a trip. I don't know whether he must have stumbled over. The referee thought he stumbled over his own feet. Off the handoff, trying to turn the corner.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Stubbed
he
his
did.
toe.
He stumbled over his own feet.
Cowan has returned. Ayala goes to the bench. It would mean so much to Maryland
All
to
right,
win
Winston brings it
tonight
up.
and clinch at least a share of the Big Ten championship. To be able to do it in front of their hometown fans. This is their 6th year in the Big Ten. This would be their first regular season title in this league. Last time they won a regular season title 10 years ago in
right.
the ACC is Winston
That
and
was
Tillman connect
Tillman making
again.
a jumper.
Just the pick and roll with
66-49.
Winston and Tillman. They are just picking apart Maryland. That was a short roll. There was defense there, and he stopped short. Tillman did off that pocket pass.
There is
and just put it
9:39
right into the
remaining
basket.
in this
that
ball
was just
game.
beautiful basketball. Watch how he changes the angle here. Smith goes to the ball, pocket pass,
do
and
got
the short
one,
roll as Scott comes over.
One little
instead of charging into
set of
him.
beef for the
Tillman
NCAA.
uses just great judgment and great feet.
Why is
Stops
there only
short
2
and just
halves?
puts that shot in. Just beautiful.
College basketball is the
Now
only
after picking up his 3rd, he's
sport
going to go to the bench, but not before.
that has only 2
giving
halves.
a little advice
Like
and
high school
coaching to
basketball is
Julius
4
Marble,
quarters.
the freshman from Dallas.
The NBA is
who's
4
gotta come in
quarters.
now and guard Jalen Smith.
Why you got to be
Tom
different and
Izzo
have only
talking
2
to a
halves?
senior about hey, be smarter in picking up that foul.
Just
You
do
don't
4
ever want to tell a
10-minute
player,
quarters.
hey, you know, give up the basket. But the better part of valor,
You know, high school
sometimes
basketball
you
is
can get a basket
4
back.
8-minute
You can get a foul
quarters.
back.
You know,
You don't want to be over
if you
on the
break
bench
down
just because of that one decision.
the halves, it's 4 10-minute quarters in college.
1 of 2
And
for
then
Smith.
in the NBA, it's 4 12-minute quarters.
So the question is, with Tillman out of the ball game, where does Michigan State go? Do
All
they
right,
use Kiffy
Maryland
to set
did
the ball
split the
screen?
pair of free throws.
Now they're going to go into
Winston's
horn set.
with the
Kiffy
basketball.
had to tell Marble to get up into that set. Marble didn't know where he was supposed to be. At least that's the way it looked, according to Kiffy.
It's a lot different running that roll replace when you're bringing Marble up
Winston's
on the,
still
as
with the
replace
basketball.
guy because he's not as
4
much
on
of a
the
threat
shot
to hit
clock.
three.
Winston has to create, throws up a prayer, and it's Maryland ball.
Bad shot. You had the ball way too long.
Cowan
You
needs
got to
to
get
going.
ball movement, Winston.
Winston on him right now. Watts has had him most of the night.
Cohen Jr. with the basketball.
This is a matchup you believe they're going to try to exploit.
Oh, got it to Smith.
they do.
Smith got the and one.
Right into Smith and a chance for 3.
What a big-time player Jalen Smith is. Now, his last 11 games, I think we mentioned it, just under 18 points, 12 rebounds, 2.5 blocks, and shooting just under 60%. Just spectacular footwork, and he took quite a shot right before he
College
went up to
basketball
that
trying to
shot
be like
and was
FIFA.
able to get it to go down. He's got a
Women's
ton of ability,
college
but he
basketball has
plays
4
so hard, too.
quarters also.
Already 15
Yeah.
points and 11
You know,
rebounds.
it's the
with
only
almost 9 minutes left
sport
to go in
that
this
has 2
Marcus
halves.
Bingham
Like it
coming
doesn't
into
make
the game
sense.
for Michigan State. 7'4"
All right,
wingspan
they make
to
them
put
bold.
more length on Jalen Smith.
Little pressure.
Got full court pressure.
Henry gets it over and finds Winston.
Well done by
Winston's
Xavier
with the
Henry.
basketball.
When he caught the
They
ball,
gotta get some ball
not to
movement.
catch and dribble, but to catch and face
You
the
know,
defense
14
and then
seconds
make the play.
is left on the shot clock. Winston still has the basketball.
Bingham now the ball screen guy. He'll line up a 3 and it's short.
Wow, that was a
And ever
bad
since
shot.
Tillman
He
went
was
to the
wide
bench
open
not
though,
that
but
long ago, Maryland has started
sometimes
to take
dribble,
advantage.
take
Wiggins.
a good dribble and then shoot it.
Tough shot.
Yeah, he got hit. Got bailed
All right,
out
there's
there.
a foul. Oh, they're
And now
getting chippy.
a little heated between Smith and Bingham.
They're getting
And did
chippy.
They both get teed up.
They did. They both got teed up.
Oh, they both got teed up.
Boy, the last thing Michigan
So
State
technical
needed
fouls
was a
on both
13-point lead.
Maryland and
Not only was you shouldn't have committed that foul,
Michigan
but then
State.
now all of a sudden you're going to go nose to nose in a game that you have, I don't want to say under control, but at least a comfortable lead. And both Smith and Bingham going after each other. Now they're going to go nose to nose. I mean, that's not, what good is that going to do?
All right, there is a timeout, so I do have to mute the game audio for copyrighted music and commercials. I do appreciate the 10 of you guys that are still in the building. You guys are truly awesome. Appreciate that, Dwayne Boatwright. Says subscribe to Troxel Sports Talk and also MonStar. Appreciate that, AT, for coming out, brother. All right, we are getting set to resume the game audio here shortly.
Trying to make it a great finish here in this one. We just had a double technical assess. Let's go back to the last play. Original foul on Aaron Henry of Michigan State, and then Smith and Bingham get into it. And each of them is assessed a technical foul, which, as you know, in college basketball also counts as a personal foul. Now the guy's in foul trouble at all. Bingham, I believe, has come out of the game. It looks like Tillman. Yes, he has. Tillman is going to be coming back in, and this is where, like as you said, if you're Michigan State, you don't want to wake, you don't want to wake them up in here, right?
Don't need it, and you didn't need the foul in the first place on the fadeaway shot. Let him take the tough two, but you certainly don't want to get in a situation where there's a technical foul. The referees did exactly the right thing with the double
53, 8:19 remains in the ball game.
Tom Izzo in the Michigan State huddle started kind of going off on Marcus Bingham, like,
it's only a 13-point game.
Can't be stupid, and the guys were like, "Coach, we got you, we got you, we got you." They're trying to limit how much trouble Marcus got in over there in that last huddle. But Izzo's message for his team was, we've got to be smarter right here. All of the guys start to feel this momentum swinging, and they're like, let's go. Cassius Winston really encouraging the guys to be smart and finish down this stretch.
There is a ton of time left in this game, and as we mentioned, look at the foul disparity. Maryland's only committed 3, and it's double bonus from here on in for the Terps.
Now here's where it's important for Michigan State to execute offensively. You have to expect that Maryland's going to make a run on their offensive end. But one of the ways you stop runs is by scoring, by being tough on your offensive end. Got a switch now. Dante Scott on Cassius Winston.
Shot clock at 4. Winston the floater.
Misses it. Smith with the rebound. Cohen brings it up.
Maryland doing a good job of limiting Michigan State now to one shot.
Cowan, nice kick to Wiggins. Remember, Tillman's got
Wiggins
three.
to Smith. Smith
with a left hand, yes.
Smith with the
That's just
hook.
beautiful. Went back to that right hand. It wasn't there.
All right, Karim,
showing the
appreciate you,
left.
brother. Have a wonderful night. Appreciate you for coming out. Welcome back, LSU.
Maryland. And as noisy as it's been in a long while. The switch again. Henry leans in. Tipped out by Kithier. Watts wide open.
Watts went for three.
For that.
And what a pass by Tillman, who has had just a spectacular game
69-57.
in so many different ways.
6:48 remains in the ball
Around and
game.
out at the other end, and Kithier
Michigan
down with a
State with
rebound.
the
He's giving
rebound.
Tom Izzo some good minutes tonight.
Yeah, two huge plays.
Winston brings
One
it up.
keeping the offensive rebound alive and then grabbing that defensive rebound with two hands.
Amazing. We've seen Hall start at the 4 and play well. Arns came in at the 4, knocked down a couple of shots. Now Kithier playing there.
Winston.
Watts.
Watts.
Yes.
Watts is the
Pull-up is
jumper.
his game. He is a terrific pull-up jump shooter.
He is
What an
playing
answer by
very
Michigan
well.
State.
And Watts shushing the crowd as he comes back down the
All
court
right,
on
we got a
defense. And now
timeout.
Von Turgeon will take a
I believe
time.
that's on Maryland. Yep, Maryland's timeout. What's going on, Shadow Kid? How's it going, brother? RC says MSU is getting overconfident again. Yeah. Shadow Kid says RIP Kobe. Absolutely. I'll be putting this, I'll be having, what do you call it? That Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality on every single stream I do, whether it's football, basketball, if I decide to do baseball, hockey, whatever. Like, I'm going to, what do you call it? Do Kobe right and keep that up in honor for him. You know, in my era, that'd be like losing, you know, Michael Jordan. Maryland looks weak, says Damien. Keep an eye on Watts these upcoming season. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out on him. He's been playing pretty darn well.
Don't know the Bruins story. They
All right,
did
we're
not
back.
start the year out well at all, but Mick Cronin has them playing much better basketball. They've won 6 in a row. They won in Tucson a few weeks ago, and they've gotten themselves in the conversation, Jim.
Yeah, we're seeing them in Maui. You thought they'd be lucky to finish 500. Mick Cronin's done a great job of toughening up that team.
There's
And
an
how about
offensive
Xavier
or
Tillman
defensive
with
rebound
the
by
defense
Michigan
that
State.
He just played on Dante Scott,
Whistle.
staying in front of him, taking away that drive, and forcing him to stop the drive in the middle of the lane.
Oh,
Tillman
looks
has
like
been
Tillman picks
so
up a
good
foul.
on the defensive end.
Cassius Winston called for the foul, so the parade to the free throw line now continues for Maryland. This time it is Dante Scott, 82%.
All right, Dante
on the
Scott
season.
at the free throw line. Makes
His
the
foul trouble in
first.
the first half was a big factor in limiting his minutes. He is a good player.
Talk to people around the program, and they say he's a freshman who doesn't
All
play
right,
like a
makes the
freshman.
bold.
He's got a lot of confidence and a lot of toughness.
He doesn't look like a
71-59,
freshman. He
full
was
court
built like
pressure.
a linebacker.
We're under 6 minutes.
1, 2, 2, 3 quarter.
Oh,
court pressure.
nice.
Both of those
Oh,
are
got it
blocked.
blocked.
My
Smith
goodness.
got Winston.
He is a force.
Morcell.
Winston made that extra pass. That would have been an easy
Michigan
2
State
points.
recovers. Cowan with a deep one.
Winston got
Out
away
of
with a push
bounds.
there. Dante
Maryland
Scott
basketball.
had that ball, and Winston just pushed him in the back.
And Jalen Smith continuing to do things at a level that few guys can do them.
Yeah, just waited up top until
I
the
can't
ball
remember
was
the
let
name
go, and
of
then
number
went to get it.
25 for Michigan State, but he had him wide open. If Winston would have made that
foul.
one little extra pass,
Bumping the cutter.
you would have had Smith from Maryland up in the air
Movement for Jalen
and
Smith
had
trying to make a
25
cut.
for Michigan
Another
State
trip
making
to
a
the free
layup or a
throw
dunk. Oh, Hall.
Jalen
Malik
Smith
Hall
coming
would have
to the
been wide
ball
open for a layup
on
or
the
a
side
dunk.
bounds underneath.
You know, that's the little things
He got
that
fouled 4 times.
Cassius
They can only
Winston
call it
got
once.
to be aware of.
4 on Hall. Smith, the guy up about 30 pounds since
Smith
he showed
makes
up
the
as a
first
freshman
free throw.
last year. And has turned into one of the best big men, not only in the conference, in the country. Holly?
Well, the way he's added the 30 pounds
71-60.
is fascinating. Kyle Tarp, their performance coach, gives him a
Makes
snack
it a
box.
10-point
He has to
game.
eat this entire box, deliver it back to him, and show that he's eaten
5.5
everything in
to
it.
play.
3 smoothies a day, 5,000 to 6,000 calories. They said we wanted him to add weight, but we didn't want to limit his mobility. You can see he's added that strength up top, but still moving well.
That's a different way than you and I have added about 30
Lessons
pounds
with
each in
basketball,
recent years.
drives it. There is a
He's
foul.
making good use of it.
You know, nobody ever asked to see my snack box and whether I've eaten it all. They don't have to.
Well, we don't want to limit your mobility.
Looks like
either.
it's a foul on Morcell.
It's a
If I heard the
10-point
PA
game,
correctly.
and I know we said it before, there's still a ton of time. And again, Maryland keeps going to the line. They keep scoring at the line. As Morcell goes out with his fourth, Ayala back in.
Meatball
Tom Izzo
cheese.
keeps telling his players,
Meatball,
"Think,
steak, and cheese."
be smart out there. He doesn't feel comfortable
man,
at
that
all.
already
He
sounds
should.
good,
Maryland
RC.
is 2 stops away from the roof
Hungry a
blowing
little
off this
bit.
place and this being a totally different game. Got the switch now.
And again, they've already come back and won 6 games this year,
Oh, there's a
in
foul.
which at some point they trailed by double figures. Foul on Cowan.
Cowan Jr.
Michigan State's best offense
Foul.
has come with Xavier Tillman and Cassius Winston
You see
in
who.
ball screen situations in the middle of the floor. They have
who's
so
at
many
the free
different
throw
sets
line.
they can go to.
All right, Henry's at the free throw
I'd
line.
like to see Tom Izzo go back to that because it was just so successful.
It doesn't take much to get these Terp fans going here
All
tonight.
right, he splits the pair.
Still an 11-point deficit, but 5 minutes to go.
Yep, there's 5:01 to play.
Maryland won up in East Lansing a couple of weeks ago.
72-61.
The Spartans try to return the favor here tonight in College Park.
Anthony Cowan playing
Cowan
off the ball. Ayala as the
passes
point
it.
guard.
Short on the 3.
All right,
Ayala has really struggled in this game.
Michigan State with the rebound.
Guy who has scored 21
Winston
points
with the basketball.
twice in the last 5 games for Maryland, but it's been a tough one for him tonight, as you mentioned.
Dante Scott on Xavier Tillman off the switch.
Henry,
Smith guarding Winston.
Tillman. Oh, he's
Winston
wide
from the
open.
corner. Yes.
Great
Oh,
basketball. They took advantage of the
Cassius
mismatch
Winston
inside.
with
And
a
then
triple
Tillman did
and
great
a
job of
foul.
kicking the ball back out.
Goes to the free throw
to
line with a
Cassius Winston
potential
because he had
4-point
Jalen
play.
Smith on a string. As soon as the ball went in, Jalen Smith turns his head, goes after the double, and he just can't
What's going
recover
on?
and runs right into Cassius
Brayton
Winston.
McQuarrie?
It gives him the opportunity for a 4-point play.
Says
His-
Arthur
his
sent me.
foot looked like
Appreciate
it was
that,
right
Art.
near the line there on the sideline. Heel might have been above the white line, but it was awfully close.
A 4-point play and a 20-point night for Cassius
All right,
Winston. If you're a
76
fan
to
of Michigan
61.
State, think ahead a week.
4:24
Will they
remains
close the
in the
regular
ball
season
game.
at home against Ohio State a week from tomorrow. And
Michigan
what an emotional
State
day
is looking to
that's going be
upset
for everybody who
Maryland.
roots for the Spartans.
Beautiful play.
That's
by
Cohen Jr. with the lay-in.
Maryland to
Oh,
clear
he
the
almost
right
picked up a
elbow.
steal, but picked up a foul.
And a foul on Winston.
Yeah, he tacked that space. That's the second time in
Wait,
the second half.
that was a foul on
Anthony Cowan
Winston?
has been there after a basket to
Ooh,
disrupt the
that's a
inbound.
bad.
But off that layup, all they did was clear the right elbow and allow Cowan just to attack that space. They created space, he attacked it. And then taking the ball away and just getting a little push off.
Oh,
There
man,
was, there was contact all the way around there.
I mean, that was a no call. Just jump it up or something. Come on.
And Mark Turchin wants to know what this is all about. The officials appear to have.
Oh, hold on. There is copywritten music. Okay, they are going to review the play. I think it's a no call, me personally. But if they're going to do something, just jump it up. Go to center court and jump it up. Whoever wins, wins it. I do have to mute the game audio for copywritten music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Shout out to the 15 of you guys in the building. You guys are truly awesome. Brayton says, just chilling. How about you? We are definitely chilling over here, enjoying this Possible upset. Shout out to Michigan State. They are my arch rival. As we call them, they are a little brother. But they are definitely putting up a big brother punch to Maryland. They're up 13. We got 4:13 remaining in the ball game. I guess she likes Bruno Mars, says RC. That's my daughter's boat. I clue. Her name is Patience. Hey, you know I got to give you a little bit of hard time, West Branch Ball. As much as hard time as you give me during my Michigan games. It's all love, though. No, we just have fun over here on Troxel Sports Talk. As long as everybody keeps it respectful. I'm a Lions fan as well. I have Vikings, Packers, and Bear fans. You know, that are cool people, actually. You know, I mean, yeah, we're going to, you know, shoot the stuff, at sort of say. But, you know, we have fun doing it. Like, we're all, like, that's one thing about the Sports Movement Network. We build a community to where, yeah, we can talk back and forth, you know, but we still respect each other and keep it, you know, keep it cool, you know. Kind of like a big brother, little brother type of thing. Let's go Wildcats. They're going up against a tough UCLA team. But go Wildcats. U of A all the way. Hey, we're cool all year long. You know that? I mean, how many times have you been either in my stream or Gridiron Blitz's stream, Damien, during a Lions Bears game? And we've all had fun. Win, lose, or draw.
All the points at the line.
All right, we are back. Cohen Jr. at the free throw line. Misses the
Sports
first.
Center tonight after Arizona UCLA with Nabil Karim and Zubin Mehenti.
Do we really have to have music on every little display, people? Come on now. All right, Cohen Jr. makes the second. Splits a pair. As soon as the stupid copyrighted music is over, okay, I can bring back the audio.
Good job by Aaron Henry to come back to the ball.
Michigan State.
Michigan State doesn't want to catch the ball in the corners, allow themselves to get trapped. So Henry did a good job
Winston with the basketball.
making himself available as a receiver.
And Michigan State not in a
Tillman
rush right
with
now.
the basketball.
Or should they be?
Hall got it to...
They got to get something going. Shot clock at 3. It'll be Watts.
Watt misses the triple.
And the rebound to Scott.
Scott with the rebound.
Quick. I think Jalen Smith has to touch the ball. He's been so efficient. Yeah,
Wiggins misses a 3.
You got to let Jalen Smith touch it. And Smith has 20
Winston
points,
brings
12
it up.
rebounds, and he's 6 of 9 from the field,
76-64.
2 from
Under 3.5 to play.
9 shots is not enough for him.
Tillman with the basketball.
20 points.
Gives it back to Winston.
He's got to get the ball. And look, you know, that's a shot, that last one, shot Wiggins can hit.
Tillman with a nice look to
Henry misses the triple.
Rebounded
Offensive
by
rebounded
Hall,
by
and a
Hall.
fresh possession for the Spartans.
Boy, Hall's given terrific minutes. I think Maryland
Winston
is
with the basketball.
saying, hey, you got away with a push-off.
Dude, Tillman
but
is
at
wide
this stage
open.
of the game, you know, referees haven't called anything. You got to be tough.
Good pass. Winston kicks it out to
Watts.
Watts.
Misses
Michigan
a
State's
triple
getting good looks,
again.
but they're not falling. Cowan with a long look ahead to Hart. Wow.
Hart with the
What a play
lay-in.
by Hart. Not only to catch it, but not to walk.
All right, it's a 10-point game.
Warning going
2:41.
against Maryland.
Delayed game warning on
Who
Maryland.
I'm
But
not
it's a
sure, to be
10-point
honest with
game,
you. I didn't see it.
76-66,
Did Mark Turgeon go down?
2:41 remaining in the ball game.
So the first one's just a warning.
There is the substitution for Maryland.
That looked like a signal for a flop corner.
It did. And now one of the officials is telling the Maryland bench to
RC.
sit down. Scott is out. Lindo is in.
You can get that, RC.
Timeout,
That's
Michigan
hilarious.
2:41 to go for Tom
All right,
Izzo.
looks
It's
like
got to
it's
feel like the
timeout
clock
Michigan
is
State. So I do have to mute the game audio for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. West Branch Ball says, "Come on, Spartans." Let's get over 80. We haven't done that since we beat Georgia.
Are taken care of.
All right,
And
we are
those
back
two
with the
have
game
been
audio.
rock solid together.
Winston has 20 points.
Now they get
Tillman
it into
has
Winston.
14.
Here comes the pressure, and he travels.
Oh
Another
my
turnover
goodness.
for Cassius Winston.
Winston, what are you
Part of
doing?
it was instead of catching the ball, facing the defense, and then going, he was catching it on the move. A little bit of a slide, I guess.
So a 10-point game with 2:39 to go.
All right, Maryland
Maryland's got the
basketball
ball.
after the Cassius Winston turnover.
Gonna get it to Smith this time.
Wiggins to Cohen.
Cowan had to get rid of it. Finds Hart.
Hart
puts
misses
up a
the
long
three, hits the front
off-balance
iron.
Shot as if he thought the shot clock
Tillman
were
with the
running down or
rebound.
15 seconds to go.
something. Strange one.
Yeah, that was not a good possession for Maryland.
And again, Michigan State in no rush as that
Henry
clock
with the
continues to
basketball.
wind down.
Michigan State should take every second of the shot clock
Cassius
right now and just shorten
Winston.
the game, shorten the possessions in the game.
Drives
Winston
it
kicks it to Watts.
to Tillman.
Tillman
Put it up.
Oh my goodness. Oh. And a 24-second violation, or a 30-second second violation.
They give the ball back to Maryland.
Wrong sport.
Again, the Terps, if they can
Forgot there's
somehow
30
pull
seconds
this
in
out,
college.
will clinch at least a share of the Big Ten championship. They are 2 games up on Illinois, Michigan State, and Wisconsin. Badgers are playing really well right now. Iowa beat Penn State earlier today, so look at the logjam 2 through 6.
Michigan State, if they can win this game, they're still
All
in
right.
it to get a share. Good pass.
Ooh, good pass. Smith
Henry
got
a
blocked.
piece of it and comes up with it.
Michigan State with the block.
On the last possession for Michigan State when they got the shot clock violation, the only good news for Michigan State was that turnover. Oh, they got a push off on Winston. Wow. But the only good news was when they turned the
Oh
ball
my
over,
goodness.
it wasn't a live ball
Tom
turnover.
Izzo
They could
is
play 5 on
ripping
5 on the
up
other end.
Cassius Winston. So what are you doing?
Wow.
Kind of like how every Michigan State fan is probably going through their TV and trying to say
One
that
just
to
hold
him.
on Cassius Winston, his 4th.
4 turnovers. That's crazy. Cohen Jr.
They got to go quickly here. They are running out of time.
Good job by Henry.
Shoots it, hits the front iron. Henry with the rebound.
They've made him take so many difficult shots. Just been spectacular defensively.
All right, there's a
And
timeout.
with 1
Michigan,
minute left,
Michigan State. I'm
Tom
sorry.
Izzo calls a time.
Man, I do so many Michigan games. Terribly sorry, any Spartan fans. All right, we got 1 minute. It is 76-66 left in this ball game. We are still under a timeout, so there's copyrighted music going. Because I found out the hard way that even if it's on the PA announcing system, I can get a copyright strike still. Or a copyright claim. Oh my goodness. How long is this timeout? You got 1 minute. The team's up 10. Like, make these timeouts go by quicker. Sorry, guys. I just think it's funny. Like, the team's up 10, and you got 1 minute left. Like, come on now. Quit lollygagging.
But he's done a good
All
job
right, we
when
are
he's
back.
been on Anthony Cowan with his
Michigan
length
State
and
with
athleticism,
basketball,
making it
double
difficult.
team.
They have made Anthony Cowan work hard for every
And-
single opportunity that he's gotten tonight.
Yeah, every shot has been challenged, and especially they made him take a
All right,
bunch
looks
of tough
like a
twos,
foul
and even
was
the
on
threes he took
Scott.
were really long threes. Not sure that Cowan, when he looks at the tape, and he's such a smart player and such a great player.
All right, Malik
that he's
Hall's
be
going to
happy
shoot
with the
a
decisions
1
he
and 1.
made, but give Michigan
They
State
are only
credit
in the
for
bonus.
forcing him into less than his best decision.
All right, makes the
Michigan
first,
State
so
into
he
the
gets
bonus
another
now as
one.
Hall knocks down the first.
77-66.
I don't think this game
Michigan
signals
State
anything
with an 11-point
necessarily negative about
lead.
Maryland. What I think it sends is a signal.
And he
that if
makes
Michigan
them
State
both.
Gets quality performances.
It's a
from guys like
12-point
Aaron
game.
Henry, and if Malik Hall can come in and play the way
53
he did,
seconds
Rocket
remaining
Watts
in the
continue
ball
to play
game.
at a high level, that Michigan State is fully capable
Oh, got
of
fouled.
making a run in the NCAA tournament.
And for what it's worth, as we go
Looks
back
like it might be for
months
3.
to November, remember that Michigan State was virtually a unanimous preseason
Arizona
#1.
does have a
They fell
2-point
out of the
lead
rankings
over
about 3
UCLA.
weeks ago. They have worked their way back in right now. But how many times have we seen Tom Izzo's teams play their best in March?
Probably 12. No, but in
No,
the
I was never
preseason
reported.
rankings,
It
one
was
of the
just,
reasons was we all
they claimed the
believed
music
that
part.
Michigan State was going to have a healthy Joshua Langford.
Yes.
And without Langford, that's a huge loss for Michigan State. But still, even without Langford, you take a look at him, I can't think of a player that's had more bad breaks, that's had a better attitude than Joshua Langford. I mean, he never has a bad day.
Yeah.
You see him, he's always got a smile on his face, and just an incredible
right.
attitude in the face of some difficult
He is shooting
circumstances
3.
with his injuries.
Hall just fouled out. Arns in to replace him.
Wiggins misses the first.
Kyle Arns is another player that adds significant minutes with his ability to shoot it and make key defensive plays.
You look at the remaining regular season schedules for some of the top teams in the Big Ten. Maryland's going to Rutgers, and then they'll come home to face Michigan next weekend. For Michigan State, they've got to go to Penn State, and then they come home a week from tomorrow to host the Buckeyes.
Michigan
All
State
right.
with a brutal finish
Misses
to the
all
season.
3. Aaron Wiggins
Looks like
misses
there will
all
be no
3
more
free
fouling
throws.
inside the final minute. A 12-point lead for the Spartans, who will
We
get
got
the revenge
36
they
seconds
were
on the
seeking for
game
that
clock.
loss to Maryland in East Lansing 2 weeks ago.
And Michigan State has also given themselves
10 seconds.
I think a roadmap for how they can win the Big Ten tournament and do really well in the NCAA tournament if they play with
Misses
this
it.
kind of togetherness and intensity, and they get the contributions from the guys we've mentioned.
Scott misses the 3.
Watt with the
Watt's
rebound.
down with a rebound, and that's going to do it inside the final 10 seconds.
And that is it, folks.
Xfinity Center was so
Michigan
crazy
State
and loud
takes
at the
care
beginning
of
the night.
business
The
on the
Spartans led
road.
wire to wire
It is
to pick up a
78 to
big road
66.
win here.
Shout out to all you Michigan State Spartan fans. $1 equals golden coin. Victory for MSU. RC says thanks for stream. Appreciate you for coming out, RC. Definitely want to appreciate each and every single one of you guys for coming out. I will be on tomorrow. Michigan Wolverines at the Ohio State Buckeyes. That game, I believe, starts at 4 o'clock. And then I will be on for either the Pistons and the Kings, or if you guys vote, it'll be the Lakers and the Pelicans. I'll let you guys vote on it. But I will be your home for March Madness. So definitely, if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. We're going to have some fun. I will do, NBA games. What do you call it? Like I said, March Madness. I'll also be doing, the NBA playoffs, the finals, as well as the NBA draft. So you guys definitely don't want to miss out. Also, check out the description below. I have all the members of the Sports Movement Network and TSMN Entertainment. That's the Gridiron Blitz, Staple Sports, Amy Amor, Artur Alaverdyan, and MonStar Sports and Entertainment, and as well as myself. So you guys definitely don't want to miss out. We got a lot planned for you guys. Here in 2020 is going to be the year of the TSMN and TSMN Entertainment. So with that being said, this is Troxel Sports Talk. You guys all have a blessed night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Peace.